What's up, you guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing another Marvel Legends action figure review on the Marvel Legends Target exclusive Deluxe War Machine. Trying to get your Marvel Legends, you can do so at BMW All Things Marvel, which is a legit Marvel merchandise business, family owned, and it features all kinds of fun posts on their site, including incredible customs and action figure photography. They have giveaways over there, and it's a little community over there, man. You know, people find figures for each other, people trade figures over there, so I recommend it. Check it out, link in the description below. And while you're down there, please go ahead and hit that like button and hit that subscribe button, as well as the notification bell. And a big thanks to eRivera94 for helping make this review possible. Thank you so much. Check out his Instagram, link in the description below. And this is looking pretty sweet so far. I am noticing a bit of white stainage right over there. I hope I could wipe that off. Anyway, on the side, you can see an awesome image of War Machine right over there, drawn by Joe Bennett. Pretty sweet looking artwork. I like it. And then on the back right over here, cool looking product shot. And then you can see right over here, we get a read up. If you want to read it, go ahead and pause it right now. And then on this side, you get that same image again. Then you get the Air Force shield right over here on the top, or logo anyway. And then not much more at the bottom. So let's get to it and crack this thing open. So aside from the two interchangeable head sculpts, we get all these other amazing accessories for this figure. We get the Target exclusive coffee stain, we get this whole Gatling fire effect right over here, and then we get these Iron Man 2020 effects that we've seen, which are painted so much better than they were last time. I mean, look at that. I love seeing that smoky effect right over there. That beautiful gray paint over the yellow and orange just looks magnificent. I am very pleased with that. They are hollow at the bottom still, and you could still remove these right over here for the booster effects if you just want to port that in right there. So that's great. And then just comparing it to the Iron Man 2020 effects, you can see how it's the same sculpt and everything. This accessory looks pretty good. I do not remember seeing this before anywhere else, but I do like it. And you can just port that right over here on the left side, and that ports in nicely. These will unpeg from this ball peg right over here, so you could remove these if you'd like. And then you could go ahead and attach these missiles right over here, which just look awesome. I just love that gray paint over that translucent yellow. It looks really good, and you could remove these if you'd like. And it just ports right on over here on his right side. I'm just going to take it off and port it on like so, and that looks really good. So pleased with that. Oh, that is freaking awesome. And we saw this just a moment ago. I really like that fade. That's very cool. You only have, I guess, two options as far as displaying it. You know, he's firing going this away, or you could flip it around, port it on, and fire that away. So, you know, one of those two horizontal directions, I guess, or he can go vertically. I don't know. Whatever you want to do, it's your figure. And just getting a close look at these really quick, you can see that we've seen these before. I do like having these, and you could port them at the end right over here, and then take one of these Black Widow smoky effects, and you could just go ahead and port that on the other one if you want, or you could switch that up. Any combination you want to do. Again, it's your figure. Play with it as you like. Except don't get weird with it, alright? Don't play with it all weird. So I gotta say, I really like this 90s styled Rhodey right over here. This is an ideal Rhodey head sculpt, I think, for me. I think of this comic version of Rhodey the most. I really dig it a lot. Love the 90s haircut. That 90s flat top looks dope. Facial hair looks good. Good looking skin tone, but I don't really like how the left eye looks over there. So if I were to complain about something, it just looks like it's a little too far inward. But man, it's kind of weird, orange color, kind of like Hemdall, right? Anyway, but like on the side right here, not looking too bad. There's a sculpt on the back of the head. There's looking at the top. And looking at this side, you can see you get a little bit more brown coming through. And then swapping this with the helmeted head. And by the way, the Gatling guns, this or the missile launcher, this does come off a little easier than I'd like it to, but it's sculpted out very well. So I do like that. Looks pretty cool. You get a ball joint in there, and then you can turn it side to side, rotate it around, but it slides up and down right over here, but it does fall off easily. You get the slider on this side as well, and it rotates side to side. Ball joint, you cannot switch them. They don't fit on both sides, so you can only have one or the other. Oh, this Gatling gun looks dope. I love the red paint right over there. Nice sculpted detail on this. Looks really good, man. Very happy with this. I also think it's great that Hasbro went with this particular design choice. I mean, this is really what I've been wanting for a very long time. A very Avengers West Coast Iron Man cartoon kind of design for War Machine. I'm so happy with this design choice over here. This looks awesome. I love it. This is so dope. Oh, that's so sick looking. Very, very good looking War Machine. Wow, look at that silver paint, man. I'm so happy with it. I'm just kind of geeking out right now. I love how we get that nice pristine red right over there. Nice ribbed pattern over the top of the dome. Really digging this. But anyway, you get soft material right over here. That helps with articulation. We get pinless joints. That's so sick. I love that we get the pinless joints. There is some marbling going on. Of course, see, this falls. Now, there is some slight marbling going on, but you kind of have to look for it on the arms and on the legs. And it's like a layer within the plastic, too. So whatever they're doing, I feel like this is still better than some of the other marbling that we've seen before. But yeah, looking at the forearms right over here and the rib pattern on the hands, I think these are the same sculpted hands from Iron Man, from the 80 years Iron Man anyway. But man, that looks sick. And yeah, you can't see, is that V right there on purpose or no? No, it's not. So that's a little marbling thing as well. You can see some of that over there. So I'm spotting spots. They are there, but I gotta say the execution of the figure, there's a War Machine butt, War Machine ribs. Oh, I was able to rub this off, by the way. It came off easily, so that's dope. It was just a little, paint stain. Looks pretty good moving forward like that. The legs look pretty good. I like how we have smaller pins. These lines right over here are on purpose, so that's supposed to be there. But yeah, dude, it looks pretty dope. There's like a little bit of a transparency thing going on right over here that throws me off some, but I actually just think this looks really cool. I do like it. I have a feeling some people are going to think this is cheap. Looking at the boots, I like that. Really good looking pattern and everything sculpted in there. We get the peg holes at the bottom of the feet. Now, there's definitely parts where the articulation could be better on this figure, but I do stand behind saying that I think the articulation is pretty good. You do get a dumbbell joint right there inside the neck and head, so you can get them to look up only that far. I'm going to take these off, and you can see how far that goes right there. So not the farthest, not the worst. We'll move down that far. You get a little bit of that vintage collection Spider-Man thing going on right over here with the back of the head. It's not as bad as it was on that figure, but it is an improvement, but still noticeable. And it turns side to side. You get the great head pivoting right over there. And then you can rotate these shoulders with the shoulder pad a full 360. I do feel a little bit of friction, but yeah, nothing's breaking or anything. Very soft material right here. Shoulders will move outward that far, in all the way. Bicep swivel. Great double jointed elbows, and then you do get wrists that turn side to side and hinge up and down. I will say I wish we did have forearm articulation on each side over here. Getting this arm raised and churned and firing like this, it makes the bicep look really weird. So yeah, having forearm articulation would have been cool. Ab crunch forward, you can see the plastic kind of splitting right there, right? A little bit of a spread. You can see how it just spreads, and then it moves back that much. Waist swivel, hips move outward that far. He will kick forward that much, not back at all. Upper thigh cut. Double jointed knees, and then the ankles move down. They don't move up. I wish that there was range of motion for it to go up, but it does have beautiful ankle pivot. And to measure out this new War Machine figure, you can see that he is standing just a little over the 6.5 inch mark. And then, of course, I gotta compare this new War Machine figure next to the 80 years Iron Man, and wow, what a perfect set of figures. I know they don't come together and everything, but yeah, we do get some reused parts of this Iron Man onto this War Machine over here, but wow. And I like the height difference too. I like that War Machine's just a tad taller than Iron Man. That just looks great. These two figures are so badass. And just because you had to compare the Tony Stark head sculpt next to the Rhodey head sculpt right over here with their armors and everything, that's pretty cool. And I did try this Rhodey head sculpt on the the young Nick Fury body mold, and it's just, it doesn't really work perfectly. It kind of does from certain angles. You can kind of make it work. The flesh tone doesn't match 100%, but yeah, it's workable. I kind of have it halved on there. When you really push it in, he loses his neck, so that's a little unfortunate. And then here's the Rhodey head sculpt on a chameleon body mold. This is the Everett Ross figure right here. I just want to show that off. The head sculpt looks just a little too big for this suited body mold too. And then here's our new War Machine figure next to our old Toy Biz War Machine, featuring the face sculpt likeness of Dave Vonner. Hi, Dave. Yeah, so this has been my favorite War Machine. I do like some other War Machines I'm going to show off in a second. And I gotta say, while this figure has been awesome for many years, and this one did come with a Build-A-Figure piece plus a ton of accessories and everything. I mean, a lot of really cool stuff with this one. But yeah, I'm definitely liking this one a whole lot more. One thing I will say is the silver on this is a lot more consistent and cleaner looking than the silver that they used for this. Like, the silver on this one is kind of more on par with the gold from the 80 years Iron Man. Like, those two go really well together. As far as the silver goes, it's just a little bit cleaner looking on the much older one compared to this one. But not bad. I'm just saying that's my number one complaint. Then here's the new War Machine next to a couple other War Machine figures. We have the Avengers, no, not Avengers, Endgame Iron Man. And I have had this on my Avengers shelf, and he will be replaced by this guy right over here, of course. Then we have the amazing Yamaguchi $85 Iron Man figure. I gotta say, I love this figure. This thing is awesome. But if I had the choice between this one or this one, I'm gonna go with this more classic look right over here. And then here's War Machine next to just a few West Coast Avengers figures from Hasbro Marvel Legends. We have the Julia Carpenter Spider-Woman. We have Wonder Man, and then we have the Mockingbird figure right here, and then we have the Vintage Collection Hawkeye. I would really love to see an updated US Agent. Also hoping for a new Silver Centurion Iron Man with some of these reused parts over here for sure. And then definitely need a new Tigra. I think that's been rumored, but yeah, for sure we need a new Tigra figure. And like classic Tigra, please. Nothing new, please. And then here's the new War Machine figure next to your average 6-inch scale figure. We have the Marvel Legends Big Time Badass Spider-Man. Whoa, you are loaded up. Oh, you got a Gatling gun, some heat-seeking missiles. Ooh, heat-seeking missiles. I've always wanted to try this. Hold on. All right, now fire away. Ah! Did it work? So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please do not forget to hit that like button and hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell. And a big thank you to all these people over here that support this YouTube channel via the crowdfunding. I really appreciate it, you guys. If you're in a position to do so and you want the early access, sneak peeks, and then you want some of that bonus content, well, you can check it out, link in the description below. Now, this figure is incredible, man. I mean, just look at this freaking thing. It's so freaking awesome. I can't say anything else, man. I'm so happy to finally have this. I have one complaint, man, and that's the silver. I just wish that they had silver paint over it instead of using the silver plastic. But I gotta say, still, at the price point of around $35, I'm gonna give this War Machine figure a sub rating of... And I'd like to know what you guys think, so please let me know in the comments section below. And if you want to see the latest in Marvel news, you can find it all over at marvelousnews.com. And don't forget to follow me on the Instagram, Twitter, and Twitch, and Stardust, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace!
Posing action figures, I'm posing action figures, I'm posing action figures every day. I'm posing action figures, I'm posing action figures, I'm posing action figures, it's okay.
That's crispy.
Hey, new ShartimusPrime videos. Hey, you should click one. Yeah, click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't.
We're shot in your face, we're shot in your face, we're shot in your face.